And now viewers, on to Pakistan. The country is now staring down at one of the deadliest years in its recent memory. Islamabad's worst nightmare, it seems, has come true. A devastating new security audit now reveals that terrorism is not just rising in the country, it is exploding. Violence, if you look at the numbers, it jumped by staggering 25% in this year, ripping through communities and overwhelming the security forces. And at the center of this onslaught is Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, the epicenter of Pakistan's security crisis. The province is now recording casualty numbers that dwarf all other regions combined. More than two-thirds of the nation's deaths occurred here, and this is a brutal reflection of the intensifying cross-border tensions as well as renewed terror aggression. Meanwhile, in Balochistan also, violence is no less severe. Terror attacks have unleashed carnage across the province, claiming nearly 900 lives. Now, security forces are stretched thin as deadly ambushes and targeted strikes continue to destabilize large parts of the region. And now, just to give you a sense of what Pakistan is experiencing right now. Viewers, in just about 11 months, Islamabad recorded over 1,100 incidents of terror attacks, clashes, bombings and counter-terror operations. And all of these attacks left at least 3,000 people dead. Now, the sheer volume of bloodshed reflects an unrelenting campaign by terror networks who are determined to shake the state to its core. And in fact, to put this crisis into perspective, you see, Pakistan is now averaging 15 casualties every single day. For families across the northwest and the southwest, violence has now become a grim daily reality. And in response, security forces have now launched some of their most aggressive operations in years. Nearly 1,800 terrorists have been taken out, a 30% surge from last year. But even as militant casualties rise, civilian and frontline personnel also continue to pay the price. And Islamabad squarely blames the banned Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan (TTP) for driving this renewed bloodshed. Remember, since the collapse of its ceasefire in late 2022, the TTP and its affiliates have unleashed a wave of strikes that the government says is directly fueling the nationwide escalation.